Hey everyone, this seems like a good deal if you're thinking about taking a short trip somewhere. Let's see, so this insurance, I'm just looking at the Global Medical Protection Plan, which is just for health insurance for while you're traveling. So it says it's $25 a month and that would cover 25,000. $30 would cover 50,000 and $32 a month would cover $100,000. Now this is just for your emergency medical and dental. That's pretty much all I'm interested in. But if you want to cover other stuff like trip cancellation or travel accident or global baggage, there are additional costs. But if you just want to cover your health while you're traveling, then you got this plan here is not bad. It's only good for 2 months. That's the problem. You can't do more than 2 months, it seems. And you have to be an American. You don't need an American Express card, even though it's just with American Express here, but so you can have any card. And so I had some more questions, so let's call up and get some more info.
Professional. This call may be recorded, monitored, and analyzed for compliance and to improve our systems. If you reside in New York or the District of Columbia, please press 1.
That's right, it may be recorded.
Thank you for calling Amex Assurance Company, products underwritten by Amex Assurance Company. This call may be recorded, monitored, and analyzed for compliance and to improve our systems. My name's Debbie, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, my name's Juan.
Hello, Juan. How can I help you today?
I'm considering getting your travel insurance and just have some questions about it.
I'll do the best I can. Can I get a good callback number? Just in case we get disconnected, I can get back to you.
Sure, it's 310.
Okay, perfect. How are you doing today?
Great, and you?
I am doing well, thank you. Let's see. Let's start by you. So you've already booked your trip?
No, I'm about to soon.
Okay. All right. Well, because some of the things we ask are going to be kind of dependent on that. Are you an American Express card holder?
No, I was, but not anymore.
Okay, but that's okay because with our travel insurance, you can use a Visa card or a MasterCard or Discover. So you can, pay your purchase or pay for your policy with other credit cards as well.
Oh, that's great.
So, so you want to tell me a little bit about your trip, Mr. Juan, and let me know,
sure.
Like what dates are you traveling, that type of thing?
Yeah, well, first the question was like, I'm probably going for like a couple months, but let's see. I was looking at getting your insurance, like especially the health part looked interesting, but it said like it's only 60 days,
Sure.
60 days maximum. Like it's covered. I want to stay more than 60 days.
Right. So, because of regulatory reasons, our policies are only for 60 days of travel. So after the 61st day, then it would end.
So after 2 months, I wouldn't be covered anymore.
Yeah, after the 60 days, you would not be covered anymore. It does have a stopping point for just the emergency medical and the emergency dental portion.
Okay, just the medical and dental. So I could still, if I'm going for 3 months, I could still get your insurance, and it would cover the first 60 days, and then after that, I'd have to figure out something else.
Yeah, because and then of course when you do our policies, we get your departure date and your return date. So even if you're traveling outside that time frame, just know that any portion of the emergency medical or emergency dental of the global medical protection stops at that period in time. But the evacuation and the repatriation, that doesn't stop at the 60 days. It's just the emergency medical and the emergency dental portion that do.
I see. What if I was like injured, like on my 58th day? I could still file a claim after that?
Well, you'd still be within your 60 days as long as, and I believe you'd probably have to file.
Yeah.
So, and our policies do come with a 24-hour travel assist hotline number. So if you did experience something like that, you can have them help kind of coordinate or, the benefits liaison, that type of thing, if it happened inside that window of 60 days.
So how do the claims work? Like, let's say I'm injured, so I first pay like a hospital, and then I file a claim, and later on I would get reimbursed. Is that how it works?
Well, not necessarily, because it's going to go by the, it's going to go by the situation. It's always done on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
And just, kind of remember too that I'm in the enrollment department. So if you were to file a claim, that would go to a different department altogether. It would be reviewed by a licensed examiner. They would take care of all of that. So that's not something really that we would be able to answer,
Right. Yeah.
Just because we're here to help enroll.
Yeah.
And the claims is a different department altogether.
But you generally just have to. Generally, people have to pay their hospital bill and then file the claim. That American Express wouldn't pay the hospital bill before you leave the hospital, right? That kind of thing.
Well, then again, that is something that would be only determined by, if the situation warranted and you contacted the 24-hour travel assistance hotline, if you had a policy in place, they coordinate all of that. That's not something that we have hands on.
Okay. And is there like a deductible?
Not to my knowledge. That would be something, again, case by case basis. So, they would handle all of that information. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's an insurance-based product that would always be subject for review by a licensed examiner, and they take your case, every different emergency situation, they're going to take the case by case, and they will determine what is the best way to handle that particular emergency. That's not something that we determine.
Yeah. So, but usually there's like no deductible for travel insurance. So.
I can't answer that.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a deductible with our insurance, but again, we don't take care of that. We just help you enroll if you want to help enroll.
I see. And I can use it for like any country, like go to Asia or Africa or.
As long as it's not a sanctioned country.
Like North Korea or something.
Yeah, if that's on a list for as far as sanctioned countries, then yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Cuba, for instance, is sanctioned.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've got no plans to go to North Korea. That's probably okay. Yeah. So if I'm going for 3 months again, I could just get the travel insurance and I'd be covered for 60 days at least, right? So it seems like it's a good deal.
Yes, you would. Yeah, it would just end on the 61st day.
Yeah.
So the majority of the trip may be covered, but it will end on the 61st day.
Right. Just got to get it before I leave, right? Not after.
You can't. Yeah, you can't sign up, and it's also important to know that the trips have to be closed-end trips. So basically, round trip starting in the United States, ending back in the United States. So when you're doing a policy, just keep that in mind as well. And you need to purchase the policy before you leave the United States to go on your trip.
It can't be like a one-way ticket.
No, because if there's a lot of times when you're booking online,
yeah,
and you're through our portal. If you're booking with your American Express card through a portal online that through their travel portal. You might be asked if you want to get Gold Travel Protector, and if you're doing a one-way flight, it's only going to cover that flight. It's just going to be for that one day. So even when you're doing that type of thing, you want to be mindful that you're covering the entire trip.
Yeah.
Trying to book. Yeah, a lot of people do like to travel to one destination and then travel down to another destination and then come back home from there. But we aren't able to do our policies that way. Unless you book them at the same time, like if you have two one-way flights, even if you're flying from home, like flying to London, for instance, and then you're gonna drop down into, say, Spain or Portugal, and then fly back from there. As long as you have those dates booked already, that's kind of a closed-ended trip. You're not leaving it open for interpretation, like whenever you may come back.
Right, but if I'm just getting the,
help a little?
Yeah, I get it. But if I'm just getting the health coverage part, then that doesn't matter as much.
Nope, your dates still have to be round trip, and they still need to start and end in the United States with our policies.
I see. I'm not sure about my return ticket. I just want to get a one-way ticket, and then after I want to just get the return ticket when I'm over there, because I'm not sure what day I want to come back yet.
Right, and you wouldn't be able to do a policy that way because then the second half of your trip would be coming from outside the United States.
Well, I know
if you did it
this.
separately.
Well, at least I get the 60 days covered.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to put your round trip dates in there when you're leaving and when you're departing
Yeah.
and returning.
Yeah. I know. I want to leave like in like say around October 1st and come back or in December. So it's a little over 2 months, but I'm not exactly sure the return date. But
Yeah, but you need to put that in the system. So even try to be as accurate as possible. Kind of narrow it down as close as you can. So if you think it's going to be like the 15th of December, then you can put that in there. But if you don't come home on the 15th of December, you can't get a policy once you're outside of the United States to cover that trip back either. So just be mindful of that.
yeah, but at least I've got this first 60 days covered, so that's most of it. So yeah, so it seems like a good insurance offer you guys have. It looks like it's an excellent deal.
Yeah, and it's good peace of mind too. Just because you get the insurance, you know, usually because you're hoping you're never going to have to use it, which is true for most insurance.
Yeah, it seems cheaper than most of the other travel insurance I've seen online, so it seems like a good deal.
Yeah, I've never compared. I have to go do that someday.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for anything else I should know before I continue forward with this plan.
No, just make sure you have your dates in there and your number of travelers, your state residence, your current age, your trip cost. Even if you're just doing the global medical protection, when you get your quote and once you purchase it online, biggest thing I could say is that you do get 2 copies. You get a hard copy sent to regular mail, and then if you get a policy, you'll also have an electronic copy sent to an email that you get within 48 hours.
All right, that's great.
So just kind of be mindful of that.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay,
Well,
super.
thanks for all the information.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with today, Mr. Wan?
That's it. If I have any other questions, I'll call back again.